I'm Donald Resnick, and I am seeking your vote for re-election to the Woodfield Country Club Board. Forgive me for talking fast and reading, but there is so much to say in the 3 minutes that they have allotted me. I was your treasurer 3 years ago. We came up with the action plan to pay off our loan by reducing operating expenses, while increasing our capital dues, thereby keeping our total dues flat and using $1 million a year specifically to pay down the loan. I have been your president for 2 terms, which kept the financial plan in place, started our planning process, and ensured a responsive board to our membership needs and were able to their wants. The first question we are often asked, candidates night, is what is the most important subject for Woodfield Country Club? The answers are usually long-range plan, strategic planning, fiscal excellence, debt-free, and responsiveness. They are all important. Without planning, our club will lose its competitive edge and cost more in the long run by using Band-Aids. Fiscal excellence ensures our continuing success and avoids excessive higher dues. Providing member satisfaction and responsiveness should be a common courtesy often forgotten when you work so hard and are sure you have the right answer. Without our management team, none of this would be possible. Let me share another, which I feel is more important, this election. Without the right people on our board, none of the above happen well. I have always said via my articles in the scorecard or at our meetings, we need committed people who have no agenda and are open to new ideas. Our club has critical decisions to make in the years ahead. I have been on boards within our club which had mutual concession of opinion for the common good. The club prospered and member satisfaction went up. I have been on boards which had a lack of leadership or indecisiveness and our club floundered. What is worse is when a small group has forced decisions which has cost our club money or adversely affected one segment of our population at the expense of another. If people are political or come with an agenda, then we run the risk of poor decisions. We cannot afford one-issue board members, nor can we afford board members who go with the flow. We must focus on those issues which matter most to the majority of our members without ignoring or adversely affecting the rest. That is what being on a country club board is all about. We should not stifle protest and concerns. Really good suggestions come from that arena, but we should not be influenced by misinformation and/or unfounded rumors. I have been an outstanding leader and contributor, and with your help I will continue. I am very proud of my accomplishments on the board. I take my responsibilities very seriously, and my decisions, teamwork, and expertise and experience have made our club better for all our members. I learned something in business. Diversity helps to make a better decision, and that same diversity helps to make us a better club. Open communications and understanding are essential in our club, as we are partners, neighbors, and friends. It is not easy satisfying those diverse needs, so be patient, be vocal, and most of all, vote for Donald Resnick for re-election. Thank you very much.
Hello, I am George Shapiro, and I have the privilege of being a candidate in the upcoming Woodfield Country Club Board of Directors election. My wife Sheila and I have been residents of Stratford Green community and members of Woodfield since 2001 and have come to love our life in Camp Woodfield. Being that I was initially a social member and subsequently became a golf member, I recognize it is the role of the Board of Directors to serve the best interest of the entire membership and the importance of the Board of Directors in doing so. My interest and motivation in running for the board is to provide input and to maintain and propel Woodfield as a family-friendly and financially strong club. Now that the Woodfield fiscal cliff, the outstanding loan balance on the clubhouse and Cascades renovation, is almost behind us, the club is focusing on infrastructure upgrades to keep the facilities current and competitive with other area clubs. The long-range plan is nearly complete and will be shared with the membership later this year. I would use my training as an engineer to assist the professional staff in the implementation of this plan. I have the best interest of the entire club at heart and vow to put forth the time and energy required. I have served on numerous committees during the past 5 years, including the nominating, bylaws, membership, communications, and long-range planning committees. I am asking for your vote so I can continue to make a positive contribution to the club. Thank you for your support.
For those of you who do not know me, my name is Ron Haines. I live in Kensington with my wife Linda and have lived in Woodfield since 1998. I am a full equity member and I am a candidate for the Woodfield Country Club Board of Directors. At the outset, I should tell you that when it comes to money matters, I have always considered myself a fiscal conservative. I have been so during the 30 years of managing my medical practice, which consisted of 8 doctors and a staff of 20. The same fiscal policy held true during both of my 3-year terms as member and president of the Sayville, New York Board of Education. The annual budget of that district was over $32 million. First and foremost, my main objective will be to look long and hard at any issue that involves spending your money. Equally important to me is protecting the value of your home. Our bylaws give the Board of Directors a vast amount of power in setting dues, fees, equity, initiation, and so forth. I believe that responsible decision-making and proper use of those powers are vitally important. Because of the time restraints of this video, let me now take this opportunity to highlight and address a few club issues. Let me start with our card rooms. We are quickly approaching the end of the first decade of our clubhouse life, and it is very clear that there is not only inadequate space for our card room users, but that the layout of the card rooms is very poor. Linda and I have first-hand knowledge and experience of these problems, as we are both avid bridge players who frequent the card rooms. Absolute priority must be given to solving the card room issue. This situation has existed far too long. Let me next discuss the parking problem at our club. In addition to our members, at least 120 employees must park here every day. The problem becomes even more acute when we host special events, which not only bring guests to our club, but also requires additional employee parking. It is my understanding that the board has been considering the addition of a parking garage. This would obviously result in a major expenditure and the assumption of a new debt. While I do not completely rule this out, I would like to carefully look at alternative solutions before making any decision. Not all club issues involve spending more money. Our tennis courts and tennis facilities are first class, and the member age at Woodfield is under 50. Despite these facts, there has been a 25% reduction in tennis membership over the last 10 years. The steady annual decline over that period is completely unacceptable. We must right the tennis ship. In conclusion, I look forward to meeting you on Candidates Night, or for that matter, at any other time to discuss with you any club issues that may be on your mind. I look forward as well to the opportunity of serving you and will always listen to your ideas, concerns, and complaints. I respectfully ask for your support of my candidacy. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Steve Throne, and this is my personal statement. I've been a member of Woodfield Country Club from the first day it was offered to Woodfield Hunt Club residents. I lived in the Hunt Club from 1983 until 2002, when I moved into the Country Club. Like most of us, I have spent thousands and thousands of hours talking and sometimes complaining about what is happening at Woodfield. I was originally a social member, but have been a golf member since 2002. I have served on the financial committee twice, membership, and house. A good friend of mine has said to me many times, stop talking about Woodfield. Run for the board if you want to be part of the decision making. Our next board will decide on many important issues. 2 of the most critical will be long-range planning and membership categories. One will decide our physical appearance, while the other will determine our membership options. Both will be significant in determining the future of our club. I believe I have certain personal qualities and business experiences to help me successfully serve all members of the Woodfield as a board member. I've been both a social and golf member of the club. My experience operating hotels gives me a strong understanding of the financial workings of a country club. Having been the president of a general contracting company that specialized in hotel and commercial renovations, my experience can be very helpful in our long-range planning construction. Every issue that faces the board must be considered in the context of how it affects all club members. I believe in being a team member, but do not believe in following the crowd. I believe operating the club fiscally sound does not negatively affect service. Proof of this is our continued high levels of service while basically maintaining the same due structure for the last 4 years. Diversity of our membership is what makes Woodfield special. This diversity must be fairly represented on our board. I ask for your vote, not to advance my own personal agenda, but to serve our membership to ensure the enjoyment and welfare of our club in the future. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Beverly Furin. As a full-time resident and sports member in Woodfield Country Club for over 11 years, I've served on many committees, ranging from the nominating committee, to serving 8 years on my Enclave board, to serving as our current tennis chair, to currently serving on the Country Club Board of Directors. I moved to Boca Raton in 1981 from Detroit. The last 24 years, I've been a part-time teacher at my synagogue. Currently teaching the confirmation class, the emphasis of my curriculum is on ethics, how to be a better citizen and deal with ethical dilemmas in their teenage lives. Real life challenges. One of the lessons that I tell my students is, what do people think of when they hear your name? When people hear my name, they know that I'm accessible and optimistic. They know that I'm sensible and bring a fresh perspective. I'm passionate, but not emotional, and I'm involved. Since my appointment to the board in November 2011, I take pride in the accomplishments of past leaders and staff at Woodfield Country Club, including their work in the community, the well-trained professional staff, and their assistance with preparing me in my new role. I have the experience of serving and continue to serve on diverse local, national, and international boards. I'm accustomed to dealing with daily operations, including difficult financial decisions and budget processes. I'm prepared to make the tough decisions regarding both short-term and long-term planning. I enjoy my responsibilities as a Woodfield board member, and with my personal experience and leadership strengths, along with my practical, conservative, yet proactive approach to sensitive discussions, feel that I have been an asset to our membership. I have an excellent rapport with the Woodfield leadership and staff. I'm approachable, mindful, and fair. I'm loyal. I'm involved in our tennis program, although that doesn't define me. I'm a team player. I represent all members and have no hidden agenda. I do it because I want to make our community a better place, not only for our generation, but for the generations to come. I want Woodfield to be a better place today and sustain its greatness moving forward. I believe I have something to contribute. The core to my being is my community involvement, and I would be honored to continue to represent our community. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Stephen Doyle, and I am running for a position on the Board of Directors of Woodfield Country Club. When each of us enters Woodfield, we pass a sign that says, "Welcome home." My interest in this position stems from my desire to ensure this common home is the best it can possibly be. We have made Woodfield a platinum club community based on its physical beauty, top-notch activities, amazing eating venues, and overall quality of service. We have accomplished this excellence working together. This is an exciting year for Woodfield. We are on track to pay off our banknote and become debt-free. Over the past few years, the Board of Directors has done an excellent job on setting us on this path while keeping our dues somewhat consistent. But the threat of increases in costs looms, and we need to develop a plan to keep dues as low as possible. I've developed and presented to the Board of Directors a new and novel approach to this end. I discovered that the proceeds from future home sales can be used to finance capital improvements and bolster our operating budget. If we implement this plan, it will help stabilize increased or added costs. The plan can impact next year's dues and provide an immediate benefit. This plan will confront a sales tax issue, and it will be resolved. We aspire to continually improve our club and the Woodfield experience. I am prepared to meet challenges along the way and advocate on your behalf. I believe that management must be flexible in its approach and always consider the financial impact of its decision on Woodfield's residents. My background in business management, knowledge of corporate finance, and exposure to how Woodfield operates makes me particularly well suited for a position on the board of directors. Once again, my name is Stephen Doyle, and if you appoint me to the board of directors, I will work hard to make you proud each time you are welcomed back home to Woodfield.